Hello, everyone.
And we are live.
Yes, welcome to Force of Light Entertainment. I'm your host, Michelle.
And I am, some may say, called Natalie the Red.
Natalie the Red. Okay. Well, yes, welcome to this week's weekly roundup. Excited. We've got a really good show today because, well, the weekly roundup, we actually end up having good shows all the time, guys. I mean, we really do.
It's a good time.
It's a fun, good time that we have at the weekly roundup. So if you're not watching, what are you doing with your life?
Be there, be square. And by there, I mean here.
Yeah, be here. And hopefully more people will come in as we get going. I'd say they will. We start a little earlier than a lot of people, 6:30
True.
Eastern Standard Time.
We're early birds.
We are, but I mean, I like it. It's a good time. We get going and we get finished.
Guess the English people are going to sleep though.
They are, and I actually had them in mind with even just doing 6:30. Thought maybe they could get the first few minutes, but if they haven't gone to sleep already.
They can listen to us as they fade off to sleep. Yeah. I know I do that with YouTube all the time.
They could, yes, exactly. And hello to everyone in the chat. We the two of us are just rambling right now, but
that's what
hello.
We do best.
Yes. Hello to everyone here.
Hi.
Yes. Awesome.
Hello there.
Natalie, what are you trying to do?
I think I was trying to do the Obi-Wan, but I didn't use an accent, so it didn't really work.
You don't need an accent. Just hello there.
Hello there.
Not like,
did I do it that time?
Hello there.
Hello there.
Don't ever do that again. Just stop. Just stop now. But anyways, we'll just go ahead. So this doesn't get derailed. We're just going to go ahead and bring our guest out. You guys know him, the little Yeti.
The little Yeti.
The little Yeti.
He really
the little Yeti. Oh.
I've
been demoted.
No, you got a promotion. It's like the rappers. Like it's not little. It's Lil.
Lil Yeti.
Lil. Okay, so that's a promotion. Okay. I didn't know how that worked.
It's Lil Yeti.
Okay. I mean, after I heard your impressions, I think there should have been a demotion on your side, but you know,
there really should have been. That was really bad.
Yeah, that was all me. I'll take the fall.
Yeah, that was really, really terrible. It was really bad. Well, how have you been, Yeti?
Oh, I've been good. Ready to jump into this. It's been a busy day, and so I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, I had one of those days where I feel like I've got very little accomplished, even though I actually did get some things accomplished, but it's like it moved very quickly today. It was one of those days, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I wanted to say before we get going, and I know more of you will continue to come in, but I want to say to who is here right now that for whatever reason, the last week and a half or so, and I actually reached out to ABJ, Black Jedi, and I saw that he was having the exact same thing. And that is for whatever reason, this platform it's kind of like it's suppressing certain content creators' voices. And I don't know if that's just across the board. I don't know. In fact, Yeti, have you experienced that? I mean, to us and ABJ, it's obvious. People are not getting notified that we're doing videos.
Well, I haven't been nearly as regular in the last month, so I don't know how to properly judge it. But I know there's been a couple people that told me they didn't get notifications.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, so that would be an example.
Yes, that is an example because it's just been. And I've actually never said this before because we've never had this issue, but it's to the point where it's noticeable. I mean, there's a lot of surprises with YouTube videos, but it's very noticeable at this point that they're just not getting out. Forget getting into the algorithm. I don't even think they're getting the algorithm of the people who are subscribed to us, algorithm.
And even with that, you still get 10 times the views of me.
Well, Yeti, you'll get there. Hey, I was just thinking yesterday, though, when are we going to get another roast? I feel like we're due a Yeti roast soon.
Oh, I know. Believe me, I am so aware that I need to get a roast out. And, even the trailer ones, it's just been, it's been nuts. And I haven't been on my game lately. Well, when that happens, I can't do the jokes, and I don't know, can't focus quite as well.
I understand.
And I think, you put a lot more, not saying we don't put any effort.
But well, no, he does so much editing.
Yes,
and
you
he's
do.
got
Like that. Just the one that we don't do editing, so that makes things easier.
Well, and he has to write a script,
right?
For the roast.
It's kind of a lot.
It is a lot.
Yeah, and the roast or the writing the script part can actually take a lot longer than just editing. There's some that took me a month to write just because the jokes weren't quite there. There'll be some days where I'm on fire and it's joke after joke, and then others I'm like, I've got nothing.
Right.
Those ones drive me nuts.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's kind of just like writer's block too.
Yeah, I think that's basically what it is.
It happens. It definitely happens. Well, I want to say thank you to David, our good friend David. Hell chat, hell Yeti, and welcome to the ladies of Force of Light Entertainment.
I like it.
Yes,
thank you
so much, David. Man, we wish David gets a big promotion. Gosh, David blesses us all the time. We appreciate you, David.
Come through, promotion.
And we want all you guys to get promotion.
Yeah, putting it out there.
Well, yeah, we're putting it out there into the existence. But yes, we appreciate it, David. Let's see. And hello to, I wanted to see the chat. Sometimes they get lost there.
I want to say hi to Nicole.
Yeah, Nicole. That's it. Well, that's why I was trying to find her hello, and then I didn't see it.
We love Nicole.
Yes, we do. And then also hello to Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
And Jedi Knight, Lego, Darth, Barbie fan. Hello.
TD Marcos.
Yes, Marcos. Great. Does an amazing job as the moderator. And Darth Revan, our friend over there. He's got all kinds of lightsabers. Check his channel out as well.
We truly enjoy, this sounds cheesy, but I look forward to seeing your little icons pop up in the chat. I
do too.
I just enjoy having you all here very much.
I do, yes. Oh, totally. We appreciate all of you guys that come and join us in the chat, as I know Yeti does too.
Absolutely.
And look,
it's the best community.
It
really is.
It is. Look, one of our favorite little British people is in the chat. Have a great night, you guys. See, guys, this is why I said
he's getting his beauty sleep.
I had my British friends in mind when I did the 6:30 time, even though I know that's still late there.
We were trying to think of you.
I was trying to go evening where people are getting off work here, but have a little window for maybe before they go to sleep.
Maybe a
over
little
there.
bedtime YouTube.
Yes, that's what I was trying to accomplish there. So, hello to Ash.
Or if you're like, Shabby's in America. I forget.
Yeah, he's in.
But I also don't think he sleeps. I don't know if you guys know much Shabby Geek, but I don't know that he sleeps much. He's probably awake all the time, to be honest.
Mark, we gotta get him
was
back
Shabby
on.
in here. He's such a nice guy.
He is.
He's got such positive energy. I love that.
Gosh, he just makes you in a good mood, like when you see his videos.
We should get like you and Shabby on at the same time. And hello to Kaylee.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That would be a lot of fun. And hello to Duke Silver Surfer 81.
Hello.
And
what is up with my hellos tonight? I've got to stop.
Yeah, just
hello.
It's time to stop.
Just stop. Just let it be. But yeah, Yeti, so back to what we were saying, guys, it really has been, and it was weirdly comforting, I guess, to at least find out we're not the only channel that seems to be kind of suppressed at the moment.
Because misery loves company.
Well, no, I just was starting to genuinely think we were being punished for like a certain video. Like I really was, but I guess they're punishing a lot of people. So I don't know.
I just think YouTube does weird stuff and
they mess around with stuff a lot. Yeah,
they do. And it'll go back to normal.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you the one thing I have been noticing is I've been just losing subscribers.
Gosh.
It's
crazy.
Oh, it's going in the wrong direction. It's not going up. It's just like each day it's just ticking down.
Well, do you know that happened to us, but it was during this time that it was happening to everyone. Like I remember, I believe a Critical Drinker lost 30,000 subs like in an hour.
Ooh.
That like they just purged them from the channel. And I mean, it's not our chat,
the Great Purge.
it was the Great Purge. Like we lost 30 within it, like a couple minutes. And I know 30 doesn't sound a lot to his channel, but it's a lot to ours. It was and everyone in the chat, I'm sure, gets it. It's like when you spend your time and you're building something, it really stinks when like they just rip it out from under you. And that's what it feels like.
Right.
Like it's just being ripped out. So I understand.
It's like progress is too hard to come by.
I almost call him Shabby. I understand Yeti. We were talking about Shabby. I understand Yeti. But they'll come back because I also notice it dips and then it comes back and then it will keep going up. So it'll come back.
Let's see. Sci-fi says our sub count fluctuates all the time.
Yes, ours does too. That's it happens a lot.
It's like my weight, you know.
And subscribers aren't leaving. They're just exactly that we did it. I actually tweeted out one time. I was like, make sure it was during that purge. Make sure you're still subscribed. And I think there were at least 2 that had been unsubscribed from us.
Yeah.
And I know
weird.
2's not a lot, but I mean, it was the 2 that saw the tweets.
Every one of you counts.
Yeah, but it was still 2 people that had not unsubscribed that were unsubscribed.
Right.
So that's the point. Yeah. I mean, everyone in the chat that has you guys get it. You get it.
It probably doesn't help that I haven't been doing the regular streams and regular videos lately. I got to get back on that.
That is true. You've been off your schedule a little, but maybe
you're just gonna say you've been off your game.
No, off the schedule.
She's just gonna tell him right here.
He's been off his schedule.
She's like, Yeti, I've been meaning to talk to you.
Yeah, he's been off his schedule, guys. But he's back on to your Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I was his guest, his first guest back.
You got him started off right, Michelle. Now he's back in the swing of things.
Yes, he's back.
She was my first and very gentle.
You can always count on her to be.
It was a good time. Oh gosh. But anyways, moving on. So guys,
coming back.
So the first story tonight, a hot topic that we wanted to talk about, because that's kind of what the weekly roundup, you guys understand in the chat, we discuss whatever's kind of new in entertainment or pop culture that week. And then we usually end up having about 10 minutes of chat of just kind of wherever the chat goes, like we just had. But
you never know what you're going to get. Like on Forrest Gump.
Forrest Bump. Natalie needs to get her brain together. But anyways. We'll give you a 5-second refresher.
Oh, hold on. Can I tell you guys something really funny real quick? I don't know. You guys might not find it funny.
Yeti, this is the moment I'm like.
Okay, I'm waiting.
It's just getting worse now, living on the edge. No. But so do you guys know who Wendy Williams is? I don't know why I'm asking like you can respond immediately, but you can in the chat. But she has that like New York accent or whatever. And you guys know there's this very like kind of big singer right now called Dua Lipa. If you guys, I'm sure most of you guys have heard of her. But so Wendy Williams, my daughter's the one that showed me this. She's just like on her show, like doing hot topics, and she's like, Dula Peep. And they were like, Wendy, it's Dua Lipa. And she's like, yeah, Dula Peep. It's really not that funny. It was funny when I watched. But of calling people the wrong names.
Now it's just pity laughter.
It was.
It really was.
The chat's going to give some ha-has.
That joke bomb. People are going to do the crying face trying to make me feel better.
Oh, God.
I promise I can be funny. It's just not. I get a little nervous on these things.
All right. Well, just sit back and chill. Just
reading the chat.
Just relax. Okay. So we will get into today's topic. First topic. We got 3 for you today. But the first topic is, of course, the John Cena story. And it happened. It was funny. I was inboxing Yeti about what we would be covering tonight. So I go to type in John Cena, and literally my Apple phone auto-corrects John Cena to John China. I mean, you couldn't have asked.
That's kind of creepy.
No, it's just perfect.
It was perfect.
That is so perfect for everything.
It was totally perfect. And before I get it back into that, thank you, Butt Crack Media, for the $10 super chat. Hail to the lovely ladies, and I always love your streams. Also, lost all respect for John Cena. Okay, so we're about to get into John China, as as
Shayna.
as
thank you, Mr. Buckcrack.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Buckcrack.
I can't go a stream without saying it.
But anyway, so John China, as I guess
now I made him laugh.
John China, as my autocorrect has now labeled him. He just said he referred to Taiwan as a country,
which it is. Correct.
It is a country. Yes, it's a part of like China, but it's its own individual country. Tijuana. Now I'm lost.
Is
here.
Mama Susan going to be upset about us talking about this particular country?
You never know.
I have no idea. I just know they haven't been officially recognized by places like, the UN and, well, I guess a bunch of others. Everybody doesn't want to piss off China, so they kind of skirt the entire issue.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, and because
but not here at Force of Life.
We don't skirt the issue. Let's see. Let me look up something.
And hello to Valiant Renegade. I like that song, that 80s song, maybe you don't know. But thank you very much for the super chat. You finally got to catch a live stream. Hail ladies and hail to YetiCast. Thank you very much.
Okay. So, oh yeah, you already read the super chat. So good job, Natalie. So thank you for that $9.99 super chat.
Do you hear the tone here? Like you did something good, Natalie.
No, that's not how I said that. That is not how I see. That's a sister just thinking that in her mind, and she took it. That's not what I said.
Something.
No, I was
here. Have a cookie. You did good.
I was making sure. Now she's touching my hair. Do you want me to touch your hair?
I messed up. I can't do anything right.
Okay.
We're so going to get derailed tonight. I'm calling it right now.
Let me get out what I'm trying to say, and then you can talk. Like, basically, this is hockey. You're being put in the timeout chair, like in the timeout section.
All the time.
For a minute, so I can say what I got to say. But thank you, Buttcrack Media, for the 99 super sticker. We appreciate it.
Mr. Buttcrack.
Yes. Okay. So Taiwan is, if you even Google it, so even Google still has it. It has it officially. It is in the Republic of China, but it has it listed as a country. So he called Taiwan a country, which made China angry. Because I don't know if you guys noticed, last year China just decided to violate Hong Kong situation and go take that over. So they're kind of in the dominant takeover type mindset at the moment, and kind of like another country that also had camps that used to concentrate people in back in like the 30s. But anyways, so.
We don't skirt at Force of
Life. They did.
You go right up the skirt.
Right up the skirt.
We're like the Hunger Games dress. Or so that skirt.
Oh, I'm sorry. I could not help that.
But anyways, so John Cena, Taiwan, China got mad. So what does he do? This big, strong, manly man does what? He literally learns how to how to apologize in Mandarin.
I was going to ask, did he know that like before, or he just learned it for this apology?
He just learned it for the apology. Because if he did,
I mean, I'm impressed.
He just learned it for the apology. And it's just baffling.
Even then, you'd have to be on your A game.
Yeah, it's truly baffling to me. Because again, I want to put that, and I guess this is more serious. Well, I'm sure get lighthearted in a second. But there is no difference. How would we have felt if our entertainment, big corporations in America would have just kept kissing Germany's butt during that time? How would people have felt? Because that's exactly the equivalent to what's going on with China and Hollywood right now. They are kissing the butt of a country that literally has people right this second concentrated. We'll just word it that way for the platform that we are on. And you've got someone apologizing for stating a factual thing. I mean, it's mind-blowing.
It is, but okay, so I did a little research today, and I found out that the movie he's going to be in, I guess, which is why this came about, the Fast and the Furious franchise. Fast and the Furious. They're going to have number 81 in a couple of years.
They're like, they're like the movie version of Now. You know the Now CDs were on like Now 100.
It's like Fast and Furious 97. So, but
I remember those. Yeah.
They still come out.
Now that's what I call music.
Yeah.
I think I had like number 2. I'm that old.
It really seems like he's just basically saying, "Oh, please keep paying me." You know,
please don't take our movie out of China. Please don't do it.
So I guess China, like they, I didn't realize it's way more popular, that franchise, in China than it is here even. So that's why, and they only select certain movies to be played. So, they could potentially lose a lot of money, which, I mean, I think we all know this, but just to kind of put it in perspective, if you rub them at all the wrong way, and like the case with most dictatorships, you very easily rub them the wrong way.
And Nicole, he literally you can Google it, but he literally when he was talking, just referred to Taiwan as a country. That was it. He said nothing controversial in any way, shape, or form. And he was being positive about
I mean, people make bigger speaking blunders all the time.
Yeah, he was being positive about Taiwan. He just referred to it as a country, and that ticked off China. So that's how all this started. And it's just, but yeah, Yeti, we'll let you talk. I mean, it's nuts. It's crazy.
Well, I want to get one more thing out. I was just thinking on this. Anytime, and this happens a lot, in particular, I feel like people are waking up to this over the past year. Anytime that a true statement is said, no, it's false, and you cannot speak like truth, and I mean, it might be big or small, but just something that is true, not an opinion. Like, for example, that is a country. That is, as someone pointed out, a sovereign nation. So when you're not allowed to say something, ask yourself, what are the forces like behind this whole shebang?
Yeah, I mean, and here's my thing, and then we gotta let Yeti talk. It's just like, do not let Hollywood preach to you about morality and virtue signal about how they're so up here and how everyone else needs to do better. When they bow down, the NBA bows down. All these companies are bowing down to a country that clearly doesn't believe in human life, human rights. It's an absolute joke. You have lost your right to speak into our lives or to try to tell us about what is right or wrong, because you have fully bowed down just for the almighty dollar.
And do you hear how almost scared, how genuinely not that he's genuinely
he was
sorry,
scared,
but he's scared the movie's not going to get, it's all in his, because he's says, almost like a 10-year-old, I'm so sorry, just and he said it more than once. And it's gosh, okay, that's you stated a fact.
It was.
Well, that's the irony in all of this. It's just Hollywood goes out of their way to, I don't know, basically kiss China's ass, but constantly virtue signal about all these little things that are absolutely banned there. Everything that they're pushing for, you cannot do. There's no way you're allowed to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's nauseating, really.
Yeah, so it's they want to do these hashtag, fill in the blank lives matter. Well, I guess the Uyghur Muslims' lives don't matter, because you just keep bowing down to this country and
thanking them. Yeah. Not just bowing down, but actively thanking them for allowing you to film near it. That's a horrifying thing.
That is, and because I knew
Thank you for being horrible, horrible people that do horrible things to innocent people. Thank you.
Yeah, it's an absolute. It's crazy. It's just crazy that. I don't know. Have you watched the actual video, Yeti? Because it like she said, he really does almost seem scared and like a child.
Yeah, like it's like someone said it looks like he's been captured, like that kind of video.
He may be in China right now, and he might have been forced. I mean, we don't know.
Like blink twice if you're okay.
We're like, John Cena, are you okay?
Send us a sign.
So I saw the video, but I didn't have it on. I didn't have the volume on, but it was. Okay. I don't know. It just all looks
see how
so.
It is, Yeti.
Yeah. And then there was the weird thing was then they had the subtitles, like Mandarin subtitles when he's speaking Mandarin. Like that threw me off. Why would he need those subtitles when he's doing it? Right.
Yeah, the whole video was just odd. It was bizarre, but it just shows again, I'm going to say this. I'll say this last time. Actually, I'll read David's super chat. That was a squirrel moment, by the way. Thank you, David, for the $4.99 super chat. Look what they did to John Boyega. Exactly.
Yeah, very good example.
They preach inclusion and diversity, and China clearly has a little bit, their government at least, and they've passed that on, I would say, throughout the country, has a bit of an ism issue over there.
But do they practice what they preach in all reality? Not at all.
No, because it's
a farce.
China was like, hey, we don't like this black guy that has a lightsaber. Can you make him smaller? Yes, master. Yes, master. And
it's pitiful.
And they removed him. For David, it's beyond that. You think of Black Panther. For China's poster of Black Panther, they like the poster we had, you see his face. And he's a good-looking dude.
Yeah.
So over there, because they don't like that, they put his helmet on to cover his face. Like, if that's not ism, I don't really know what kind of is. Like, that really is. Like, they are literally feeding their ism, I guess. And I'm not saying all the people over there are. That's not all what I'm saying. But I'm saying clearly the government is.
Yeah, the government's not good.
No.
Well, the government absolutely enforces it on people. And, I just want to make the distinction between their government and the people, because
absolutely.
It's not the people. It's always that it's always their government that's forcing everyone to do these things and basically say it out of fear of just disappearing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I meant to kind of correct that earlier. I did not mean, when I said bad people, I was referring to the government officials that, that put these atrocities onto the Chinese people and onto other people.
Well, I know exactly what you meant. I
just have to clarify on Mama Susan's.
Well, yeah, because you never know how somebody's going to end up taking it, but it's got absolutely nothing to do with their people. It's the government enforcing this type of things on the people.
Exactly.
Yeah. And thank you, Martin, for the $5 super chat. When John Cena said, Han, I lost it. It was quite the video. It really, really was. But yeah, it's just absurd that, and I mean, I guess they just don't care, but I mean, it's kind of good. It is what it is. That's going to enter into a different discussion for a later day, but
it gets even crazier when at the world level. So I think China's a part of the Human Rights Council now, and is now investigating the U.S. For basically those riots and saying. Saying there's all these atrocities which they themselves are actively committing.
Yeah.
If you have to choose where to be, 100% people are going to end up choosing the US.
Right. 100%. Yeah. And it's just time though that the US kind of wakes up and everyone else. I mean, this is kind of a world problem at this point. I mean, it's kind of eerily familiar to another country in the past.
Yeah. Well, I know. I know based on like all the history books, the world didn't really get involved with that historical country just because they were doing that. It's when they started invading other ones.
Yeah.
So if they do that, then things might really change. But they've been kind of pushing towards India.
They did kind of move into Hong Kong before their little thing was up.
Yeah, and they've been battling with India for the last
Yes.
Well, I guess it's been years, but they've been really pushing it lately in the last 6 months. They've been like trying to take over more territory.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, guys, it is a problem. That's why I don't think Yeti can make light of this, because it's a serious issue. And
yeah.
The funny thing is more just that, like, when you watch that video and you're just like, dude,
it's like so sad it's funny.
It is,
like
yeah.
that kind of thing.
Really
what does he expect is going to come out of it? Because we know we've seen the backlash to the NBA. People just like are disinterested in the way they're virtue signaling and what was going on when they're in China, and you weren't even allowed to make custom jerseys with free Hong Kong on it.
Yes.
Like you're not allowed to do any of that stuff on the NBA jerseys.
I know. It's crazy. Kind of as we kind of switch, it's funny though that like Disney, and I will laugh. I will straight up laugh if it happens, that there's a chance that what is it, Shang-Chi or whatever, the Marvel movie. What's it called? I don't really care about it. Shang-Chi? Yeah, there we go. That's how much I've thought about that movie, okay?
I don't even know about it.
That they've so pandered to China specifically, and now China may not even approve them being able to put that movie in China.
I thought it was already banned. Like they said, they're not allowed to show it. I need to verify that. If anyone's listening and knows for sure, let's see.
Because that's just kind of, I don't usually laugh at things like that, but in this case, I'm going to laugh because quit trying to appease them.
Yeah.
It's the cherry on top of the cake.
It is. It really is. It really is. So, while you look for that, I'll let you look for that. I was about to multitask, and it's like,
what he's looking for.
That doesn't work. He was looking for if it's actually been banned.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm seeing may not be approved. Yeah, so it's like they're considering it.
Yes, they're considering it. So clearly,
Michelle was ready to laugh, but not quite.
So clearly, China, they're going to negotiate till they get the movie just how they want it for all of us to watch. So that's how that works now with Hollywood. So there you go.
Well, isn't that just going to end up pissing off viewers here? Because you can kind of tell when they're manipulating the movies just to appease the Chinese government.
Yes, you can. Well, I mean, Mulan was that way, and I didn't watch Mulan. It did look interesting to me, but then after I saw like the thanking of their government, I was just like, no, like I'm not watching this movie because it's annoying me.
Even the people there didn't want to watch it. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. No one wanted to watch it.
No, they didn't. It bombed over there. They didn't go because they thought it was terrible.
What the Shanghai movie?
No, the Mulan.
The Mulan. Oh,
yeah, the live action
Mulan. I don't
guess it's the Mulan.
Yeah, not the original cartoon version. The animated one did very well, and I think it's beloved by.
I love that movie.
Well, the cartoon.
Yeah, the cartoon.
Yeah, it's
okay. So, folks, don't get into bed with China.
Don't do it.
That's the moral of the story.
Don't do it.
Just don't. You might be tempted to do, but just don't do it.
Yeah.
Just say no.
Yeah, don't do it. But anyways, we'll move on to the next story. And the next story is back into just the entertainment world. And it is the fact, which we really won't have probably much to say on it, but I still thought it was a big thing. So Amazon just purchased MGM, which of course owns the rights to James Bond. There are some other movies that
Stargate,
RoboCop. I feel like there's a couple more even beyond that.
But I think those are the real big franchises that basically it's the whole reason why they would have bought it.
Yes. And actually, we are going to get to that after this. But yes, so they bought it. Which my thoughts pretty immediate. In the past, I probably wouldn't have cared, but I don't really like this purchase because I think we're seeing that whether it's with big tech, these big companies are getting so much power and are really becoming monopolies in every form of every sense of the word. And I just don't think it's a good thing. And I don't think it's a good thing for movies. Like, I truly believe kind of things like that. It's kind of like cinema, good movies, good writing is just dying because these big corporations own all of these big IPs, or just in general, they own like all the movie producers or companies and things like that. And it's just about making as mass money, mass consumption products as possible. And don't get me wrong, I'm all about making capitalism, make as much money as you can. Go for it. Have at it.
I think it's a bit more insidious than that.
I think it is too. Yeah.
Because I think they're more interested in pushing a narrative. And so that's where the story always falls apart. If the narrative comes before the actual story, you're never going to have something cohesive that can resonate with an audience. If you put the story first, it would probably do exceptionally well.
Yes.
But when it's reversed, it leaves a bad taste in your mouth, and you just want to avoid it. You don't talk about it at all. And that's, Mulan is a very good example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was gone from the public consciousness.
Yeah. Well, and it's just kind of like, so let's go back to yesterday. Is it yesterday? Yes. Yesterday is what a lot of fans consider the true Star Wars Day, May 25th, when Star Wars first appeared and came out in theaters. Okay. Here's what I'm getting to on this. What George Lucas was able to create with the original trilogy could never be duplicated today because of these big corporations owning it and always interfering with like a visionary like a George Lucas. Yeah. Like you just can't happen today because they're not going to take really good risk on things like that. It's all about kind of manufacturing these bland movies that are very forgettable.
Very.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of forgettable. I mean, there's always been a lot of forgettable movies, but it feels like more and more.
It feels particularly bad right now.
It does.
Like you forget them the next day.
Well, I think one of the best examples is Warner Bros. and DC, because Warner Bros. Has their fingers so deep into that franchise. But there's the Joker. When that came out, they didn't touch that. It was a lower budget. They didn't really care. They weren't paying attention, and it turned out to be this massive success. But then it comes to Birds of Prey or Wonder Woman 1984. It bombed. It was terrible. Like they were tinkering the entire time, and people didn't like it.
Yes. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. So it's just, so I mean, maybe it'll be fine. Maybe it'll be fine. Yeah, I love Joker too.
We did too.
Joker was fantastic. And they gave him a lot of control with that. That was actually a good situation as far as that. And you got a really good story. But so I'm not loving this Amazon purchase. And you guys get what I'm saying? The main thing for me, it's just like we need Universal, MGM, these different companies. I don't want Disney and
like
Amazon.
Everything being owned by like four companies.
Yes, that's not good. That I don't feel like that's gonna.
It doesn't really lead to good things. You can kind of see how that wouldn't maybe go well. Like when just like that few of people have so much power.
Yes, it's just. Continue.
The one good thing that might come of it is it might save the James Bond movies, because they were floundering, and they've been doing awful with the newest one. So it might be able to bring that back and get to the core of what James Bond actually is. Now, I'm not sure if that's going to happen with Amazon, because I think they're kind of going the same way as Netflix and the other, and Disney, all those other studios. So I don't know what's going to happen there. Yeah, but there might be a chance.
With James Bond, that's just tough, because today's Hollywood doesn't particularly like that type of character. So that's just a tough IP at this point in general. And that
but people like it. That's the thing.
Well, yeah, the people like a lot of stuff, but they don't seem to give the people what we want.
Yeah, they care less and less, it seems, what people want to see.
Yeah. It's it's a little bizarre. So, I mean, I would be I'm pumped for Henry Cavill, James Bond, but I'm very doubtful that Amazon, who I feel like is about to royally mess up Lord of the Rings from everything I've seen, I'm doubtful they're going to be saving anything, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, I know with the newest James Bond, they've been pushing it back, and there's speculation it wasn't because they couldn't get a big release. It was because people despise the movie in the showings when they're doing the test audiences. Like this isn't James Bond, because they went very woke with it. So I think there was a whole ton of reshoots, and that kept putting it, pushing the movie back.
And that would be really disappointing, because I've really enjoyed Daniel Craig like him as Bond, and the movies are always beautiful. Like they're shot. I mean, they're just stunning the way they shoot those movies. And I love Bond. I've always been a Bond fan. So we'll see. We'll see.
Casino Royale was the only one I could really get behind.
I enjoyed let's see. I enjoyed Skyfall, and I actually did enjoy Spectre to quite a bit. The one I did not like was the second one. The second one was really bad. Quantum Solace.
Yeah, that one wasn't good at all.
Apparently, that was like during a writer's strike. So the writer quit, and they just kind of patched up the script.
So they had a ninth grader to write the rest.
Yeah. They're like, we'll just go with it. So that's kind of what happened on that. So I don't know. But I mean, guys, maybe Amazon hires Henry Cavill and it gets really good. Maybe, but maybe it's like a Disney situation. I don't know. And even within Disney, you've got, say, you've got some good stuff within Disney, but I think even within Marvel, you're beginning to see them go down a dark path.
Oh God, the Eternals, that trailer was a mess.
Well, it's just kind of bland.
Oh, it was boring. It was so boring. And that's one thing you can't have in a superhero movie. You cannot be bored at any point.
Yes, because it's not like some masterpiece of like telling the story. Like it's supposed to be fun, especially Marvel ones. Yeah. DC even goes a little more, I feel like, into humanity a lot of times. Marvel is like a popcorn, like that type of movie. So if it's not fun, that's really bad. I mean, maybe
you're dead in the water.
But the trailer they're going to need to do another trailer that grabs us.
I don't even know what was actually really going on in that trailer, to be honest.
I don't think anyone does.
I don't know what the threat was. It was just, I don't know, a bunch of immortal people saying, oh yeah, they didn't interfere with humanity, but now they're deciding to. Like, oh, okay, so that's great after you wipe out a couple billion people. That was fine. But now you'll come in and help.
Yeah, it didn't make any sense at all.
I barely watched that, kind of briefly. I mean, I didn't give it my undivided attention, but I did just kind of think, what's going on here?
Yeah, what is this?
Like Angelina Jolie's pretty. That's how my mind works.
Oh, and I will say this, because the Critical Drinker is hysterical. He's a funny dude. Love his videos. But it was like, dude, quit picking on like Angelina's looks for being old. Like, back off. Like
she doesn't look old.
She's still freaking beautiful.
I take issue with that.
I take issue with that too as a woman. Like, nah. Like, back off. I've heard him multiple times refer to women's ages getting older.
I think she's like fine as ever.
It's like, back off, dude. Like, no. Do you
can we all agree that Selma Hayek can still get it? Like, she is smoking still at this point.
She is. Gosh, I just saw a picture of her when she was young, like in a bikini on Instagram, and I was like, whew.
Well, that's what the critic he like.
I mean, but she's still beautiful. Like, she still looks.
He
great.
complimented her and then did it. Kind of trashed Angelina, and it's they're both stunning.
Yeah, they're both beautiful.
Okay? So
we will always come to the rescue of a woman's beauty.
We will defend beauty on this channel.
We're going to defend her honor.
We will. I am defending her honor right now. I'm like, she is still hot, but okay.
Fight me.
Yeah. You can come on this channel and debate us if whether she is hot. She is. We're like, but we would have fun if you came on our channel.
Yeah, I know.
Right, seriously.
Please come on. The one thing I will say, I don't think the costumes did any justice for any of the characters, male and female.
Oh, they were bad. They were really bad. Yeah, they were not form-fitting.
I didn't hear what he said, so maybe it had something to do with the costume, Angelina was wearing, because it doesn't work. It's not exactly flattering.
Yeah, none of the costumes were pretty bad. They were bad.
Oh, they are so bad.
They're really bad, but let's move in. We'll move into our final topic tonight. And I know someone in the chat already asked it. Well, actually, I do want to read off because Marco sent me. Do you guys know anything about Kraven the Hunter, Yeti? Do you know anything about Kraven the Hunter?
Well, I think they've been working on trying to get that into a movie for a little while.
Is that a connection to Venom?
Well, Spider-Man.
Okay. Because he sent me this. And I'm not, Marcos, I don't know a lot about Kraven. He was a villain. We'll let Yeti talk. Okay. So he's a villain in Spider-Man?
Yes. Yeah. So I don't know whether or not he'd show up in Venom or if it'd be I think it was supposed to be a standalone movie for him.
Got you. And it's would people want a standalone of this character?
Oh yeah, he's actually pretty interesting because he's now it's been a little while since I spent time with the character, so I might get some of it wrong, but as far as I understand, he's kind of this older hunter that's kind of coming to the end of his hunting lifespan, and so he wants one final good hunt, and so that's where he goes after Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
And it's called the Kraken?
No, Kraven the Hunter. How did you come up with Kraken out of anything I said?
Release the Kraken.
That's what Natalie's doing over here.
I'm just releasing my Kraken.
Mr. Butt Crack Media says he has one of the Sinister Six. Okay.
That's where all the movies are supposed to be leading up to for a long time, and then it all got canceled and canned after the Spider-Man 2, and then they did the reboot, and all that stuff was shoved aside. Got you,
Marcos. I probably botched the thing you sent me, but I did read it. I just don't know a lot about it. But yeah, so there's that, which I guess people are excited about. That's good. And then the final topic I want to discuss tonight is J.J. Abrams was doing an interview recently, and he basically said, it basically in retrospect, it's a good idea to have a plan.
No shit, Sherlock.
Let's see who Marco
am I allowed to say that here?
Yeah, it's fine. Let me see who Marco says is playing him. Who's Aaron Taylor Johnson? Why am I supposed to know?
Yeah, I see that in the chat.
I'm always the wrong person to ask about names because I am so bad with them.
I understand.
Let's see. Marcos, I keep botching more and more what you say. I'm trying. Let's see. So it is, he looks like a handsome dude though. Aaron Taylor Johnson. Oh, wait. No. I thought.
Oh, no. Was he Quicksilver?
Yes. Okay, that's who it is. Yes.
Oh, in the show?
He looks so different. No, not in the show. He looks so different because in the movie. He looks so different because
I try, people.
He got the name right, but he looks different because his hair. His hair is actually brown in real life, and he had that kind of bleach blonde look in the movie. So
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so we're good now. So he's cast as Kraven the Hunter. Okay, so I botched that news story. Maybe next time I'll do better, Marcos. I will try. But back to I feel from just even glancing at that, I feel like that's something. I bet they put it in the Venom territory because they seem to have such limited rights to Spider-Man. It seems so. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, it'll all determine on who's making it.
It's Sony.
Oh, it is Sony. Okay.
It is Sony. So I bet it will be mixed in with Venom, and Morbius, because they've got all those characters.
Oh, no. Okay. So Sony has all the rights to Spider-Man. All the characters. They only loan the character out to Disney in a joint venture so that they can be in the same world as Avengers and other Marvel movies. But they own all the Spider-Man properties, so they can use anything.
Gotcha. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see if they bring him in with Spider-Man or if they put him in more of the Venomverse. We'll see what they do with that. But interesting. So finally, back to JJ. So he basically just kind of admits that it's, in retrospect, it would have been good had they had a plan.
Oh.
And it was like,
never a bad idea.
Yeah.
Oh God. How does a filmmaker last this long without, first going into a movie or a series or a trilogy with the idea that, maybe we should have this planned out, maybe we should write this down, get a storyboard out for what we're going to do with it.
Well, and to me, and I tweet this out, to me, I don't even put this on JJ. This is on KK. This is on Kathleen. Like, she's the one who was over those movies and the executive producer and supposed to be watching that. Like, and the story group that's under her. Like, there's got to be a plan. There has to be a plan.
There's probably a bit of, joint blame because, he probably could have set something out and she might have agreed to it. But I think you're right. The buck would fall on KK just because she's supposed to oversee this cohesion between movies.
Yeah, well, exactly. Because, and that's where the sequel trilogy does kind of, you just see it because there's and I know a lot of people, there's a group of people that seem to like The Last Jedi, although they seem to be more of a Twitter group, it seems at times. When I say that, it seems to be smaller of those who actually really love The Last Jedi.
It's a little community.
It's definitely a community. It's a proud community.
Do you think they actually like it, or they just dislike it because certain people don't like that film, so they just go and support it?
I know plenty of people who genuinely seem to like it. They
really?
Do. Yes,
okay.
It gets them going.
But here's what I'm getting at. You just have to look at that trilogy and see, like, there's a wah-wah in the middle of just kind of like there was no plan.
What is this? Well, it destroys a trilogy. Everything that happened in that movie basically sets up so the last movie can't go anywhere. You have to reset up all the villains and all the characters. It doesn't work when you kill off the person that's being built up to be the massive threat.
Yes.
Like could you imagine if Lord of the Rings did that?
Yeah, they like they take down that eye and everything in the second movie.
Take down Saruman, and then later it's like, oh no, there's this evil tree elf that's actually the big master manipulator. People would be like, what is this? There's no point in this last movie.
Yeah, it is, and that's where my favorite movies in the sequels are JJ's two movies. I thought the Force Awakens, I thought it actually had a fun start to the movie. My biggest problem with the sequels is The Last Jedi, because as you said, where do you go from there?
I didn't even bother watching.
What was anyone supposed to do after that?
Yeah, can't come back from that.
No, and I hated it so much I didn't even bother watching Rise of Skywalker. Yeah, I have no plans to ever see that. I just don't care. I don't care.
Well, and it had that effect on a lot of people. Like, I was still excited to see where it went, even though I will say this, for the whole year after The Last Jedi, I didn't listen to Star Wars speculation talk and things like that because I had done that leading up to The Last Jedi, and nothing we all speculated came to pass. And it left you with a place of not even knowing how to speculate moving forward. Like, it just really was like,
where do you go?
Yeah.
They dug themselves into a hole, and then they tried to get out of it by digging deeper.
Yeah, it was tough. It was really tough. It really was. And if you like that movie, that's fine. That's great. You're right.
Great, awesome.
I mean, Natalie and I just recently reviewed a movie that critics hated and we thought was pretty entertaining. So whatever.
You guys didn't like it either.
Well, some of them did. Some of them did.
That's true.
Yeah, some of them did like it. But yeah, but it's just funny that he says that because he has to hear himself say that. It's like, well, yeah, when you had at the time the biggest movie franchise that, like, I would dare to say, okay, the fact, where am I going to go with this? I'm just going to say it. Endgame never should have been able, or Infinity War never should have been able to outdo what this trilogy did. I maybe I'm wrong on that. That's just how I feel. That's how I feel.
It was going into all this. It was the biggest franchise in human history. I don't think anyone can argue against that. Star Wars was massive, and now it's kind of dwindled, and I don't see nearly as many people like really caring or talking, especially kind of the normal people that don't really pay attention to the little details. You know, they just want to go to the movies for fun. It's out of their consciousness now.
You're right.
Yes, because you've got to be able to grab people. So as a Star Wars fan, I was a little disappointed with that. I mean, I preferred when it was on top. I mean,
that's what she said. We got some details about Michelle here.
In fact, we will end with that in a minute.
Is anybody surprised?
Oh, see, like our buddy Luke, like The Last Jedi is his favorite. I mean, I legitimately know several people that The Last Jedi is their favorite. I mean, that's fine. That's totally, again, I like movies. We just reviewed a movie that no one else seemed to like that we liked. So it is what it is. But back to the plan thing. Yeah, there should have been a cohesive plan. And then the director does it. And for starters too, why are the directors always writing these days? Like, go back to the original trilogy. George Lucas wrote it and other people directed it. Like, that's just how it was a lot back in the day. Like, why in this new trilogy did they always have the directors write? Because just because you're a good director doesn't mean you're a good script writer.
True.
Yeah, there are some that can actually do it really well, but that's few and far between. You know, they're very different sets of skills. And so, get someone in there with hard and tried writing abilities, someone really impressive.
Yeah. I mean, they should have for something so people are so excited about, and so yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I was telling her today. It's like like you said, it was like the biggest, like what do you call it? Trilogy.
Yeah.
You know, the most popular. So it was like, I mean, I know they're movies, but it was kind of a big deal to a lot of people how they were handled, and then to even have them come out and just be like,
there wasn't a plan.
They really have plans.
We were like, we'll just wing it.
Just winging it, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't they for a very long time basically say, oh no, we absolutely had a plan? They disregarded the rumors that there was no plan set in place when they started making them.
They did. They have.
And now we're all proven right. Every single person that went out and said, yeah, there's no way this had a plan was right. After how many articles from the mainstream media telling them they were wrong?
It was true. And this really kind of feels, now that I'm thinking about it, it kind of feels like JJ distancing himself from Kathleen. Kind of like, it wasn't my fault. Like, that wasn't my job. I wasn't the one that was supposed to map everything out here.
You know, I bet you he wrote it just so that he could claim all the accolades for it doing well. And then that didn't turn out. So now he's doing the 180, like you were just saying.
Yes. Yeah. I think that could be a part of it. And he asked, Michelle, what do you think of Cavill being up for Highlander? Listen, I'm up for Cavill being up for all the roles. All the roles. Just give him all the roles. And
okay. I'll jump in here. It is a phenomenal pick for Highlander. I love Highlander, and I know you haven't seen the movie yet, so I want to make you see the movie because it's a classic. It's an absolute classic. A great acting, a great idea. Oh, go ahead.
Do I just wait now for Cavill?
No, because the movie itself is great, and it might give you more of an appreciation for Henry Cavill doing it.
I'm going to say yes to that and move on. We have a review on it, guys, and we didn't like it.
But there was nothing redeeming about that one.
No.
It was rough.
So bad.
It was really rough. But yeah, so I'm excited. So now that you're a fan and you tell me that's a good pick, I'm even more excited. So
I feel like I see people. So it's a movie. It's just a movie. It's not like a show. I see people like talk about it all the time. I feel like lately. Why is there like a resurgence?
Because they're making a new one.
Okay.
And Michelle literally asked the same question you did when on Monday.
I asked if it was a movie or TV show, not why are they talking about it.
So it is both.
It is both a movie and TV show. Well, several sets of movies, and then I believe there's some animated movies. Then there's a TV show which doesn't quite have the exact same actors in it, but it takes up the story.
Gotcha. Okay. And Latino Slant with the $4.99 super chat. I hope the Force of Light ladies send me a wave. Send you a wave. I send you 2 waves. Or now I'll wave like the queen.
How you look so fancy now. It's all in the wrist. Why am I waving? I don't have a webcam. This is how you do it.
Everyone in the chat, do your queen.
All at home. And if you're extra fancy, do both hands.
Yeah.
Jazz hands.
Spirit fingers. But thank you, Latino Slant. And we got to get him on here with you, Yeti, and we can all just have a nice chat. That'd be fun.
Oh, he's fantastic.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. I would enjoy that. So we'll do that soon. But yeah, so the sequel trilogy not having a plan, I think we all kind of knew that by the end of it. It is what it is at this point, but it does kind of feel like him distancing himself from that, or at least kind of being like, don't blame me.
I know.
It definitely feels like that, but,
oh, and guys, I just want to say, I saw earlier that some of you see, I'm looking into the camera because you think I'm like making intense eye contact with you. So I'm trying to find my balance with that because Michelle's told me I need to look not at the computer, but at the camera. But then I'm just like the creepy lady looking right into your soul.
It's fine. Sometimes you gotta look directly into the camera.
How's this?
And you gotta talk. You gotta talk directly to the camera.
It's hard. It's hard when I see something moving down below me, but I'm trying.
Oh my gosh! I watched Army of the Dead and asked myself why. Oh my gosh! Yeah. I just kept saying I was in shock at how much I hated that movie. I hated it. I did. I hated it.
It was so bad. That's all I can say. It's like so bad.
Okay, so do we end this by telling them what happened off screen last time after my birthday? Or do we keep that private?
Gosh, I remember something happened.
Natalie, really?
Oh, it's intense. This is juicy.
Yeah, no, Yeti, you were in it. Do we tell them what we talked about off?
Is it when you learn to properly use the "that's what she said" joke?
Yeah.
That was a big moment for Michelle.
Yeah.
We had to go over when and how you actually use that joke. Yeah. It was a good learning moment. I was very proud of her.
So now all this week I've been enforcing it. Like somebody will actually say something and she'll be like, "That's what she said." And I'm like, "Good job. That's how you use it."
Okay, so here's what they have to know. So that when did the "that's what she said" joke happen?
I know in The Office it was big.
So like the early 2000s?
Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm like almost 20 years late to this party. Okay.
Yes.
But better late than never.
Fashionably late.
So
it's my motto in life, better late than never.
You know, all throughout life, people would be like, that's what she said. That's what she said. And my brain never caught on. So there would be times.
She's like, yeah, guys, that's what I said.
So there would be time when someone would say something and my brain would know I should say, make this joke. But I never could make it fast enough because I was always literally strategically in my mind trying to process who would say it, he or she.
Yeah.
So then the revelation came.
Nobody says that's what he said.
But my mind never caught that, okay? So the revelation came after the birthday stream that you only say that's what she said.
She got it.
I think I had to explain. It's never that's what he said. Ever.
You did.
Like, unless it's a once in a million opportunity and it really fits.
I've had those opportunities, believe it.
And hello to OMB Refuse, our buddy who lives down the road. Yeah.
He really does?
Yeah, we live very close.
Oh,
but
cool.
John Cena was never a good wrestler, and it's just a joke. Freaking Cena. So I've got to tell him since he's here really quick. So I was typing to Yeti inboxing him, telling him what we were going to talk about tonight. And I went to I can't speak today. It's just all
it just happens.
I went to type in John Cena and my autocorrect literally changed it to John China. And I was just like, that's just so perfect. Like he's John China now. He's John China.
I think we really need to make that a thing.
He's John China. Like
I was gonna say, I think just keep it.
That's his name. He's
earned it.
Michelle, you're priceless. I'm glad you guys appreciate my like 15-year slowness on this. That's what she said joke. So
but you have it now.
I got it. I know how to use it now. And it really was perfection. I mean, I couldn't have thought up anything better, and autocorrect just did it for me. Yeah. It just did. And thank you, Mr. Buttcrack Media, for the $1.99 super sticker. We appreciate that. But yeah, Yeti, anything as we close, anything that's on your heart, anything you just want to say for whatever reason.
Oh, God,
now or forever hold your peace.
now I'm put on the spot. I don't know. I don't know.
This is really big, Yeti. Okay, we need you to think of something profound.
I'll end it with a question. Are you going, because I'll tell them too, are you going to see A Quiet Place 2 this weekend? Are theaters open where you are?
In Canada.
Oh, I definitely want to see it. I loved that first film. I'd have to go and check on the theaters. Yeah, because I've been watching at home mostly.
Move to America.
I know.
We're just gonna move you down just a little bit, and across the border, and then you can go see A Quiet Place 2.
Done. I'm in.
Yeah, because it does look good, and that's what I was gonna lead this into.
We'll just become friends, and just like the three of us will hang out all the time.
Yeah, go see movies together.
We can be
sounds perfect.
We can be like the modern day Threes Company.
Well, if
come and knock on our door.
If he moves here, then
Yeti's waiting for you.
If he moves here, he can come with us too.
It's true.
I mean, we'll just have a big gang go see all the movies together. But yeah, we could have Threes Company with Yeti. That is true.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, this sounds like a good idea to me.
But yeah, so you will see it eventually, regardless of when you get to see it. Or well, I guess you probably get to see, I don't know. We hope you get to see it this weekend.
I'm going to try to. I'm definitely going to try to.
What does he say?
Where's your one down?
I don't know. Our one, maybe.
Well, he sure did do that video earlier.
He did do the video earlier. He was all over that.
Maybe YouTube unsubscribed them.
That would be nice.
They have it, trust me. And look who it is, our friends, the Salty Nerd Podcast for $2.99. And definitely go subscribe to the Salty Nerd Podcast.
Awesome podcast.
Yes, and proud to support Nat and Michelle, Yeti too, I guess. Yeah.
Oh God, what is it with everybody that knows me? Like, oh, it's Yeti too. That's cool.
Yes, and we are supposed to have Alex.
Okay, listen, do you know what Drunk 3PO does to me literally every time he comes in the chat?
This is true.
It's become like a thing. He'll say, "Hey, Michelle," and then like he'll wait till and Natalie.
He doesn't even say hi, Natalie. Just
and Natalie. Like I'm like, stop.
It's pretty funny. But yeah, Salty himself, Alex, and I believe Jude are supposed to come on at some point for a first watch. So we're looking forward to
the
that.
Man, the myth, the legend.
Yes.
Really, they're all legends. The whole gang. They're awesome.
You know, there's a scripture that talks about being salt and light. So it goes hand in hand, guys.
It's the light and salt of the earth. Why have I never thought this before?
It was a match made in heaven. So
truly,
literally. So, but yeah, they're a great podcast.
Praise be if you guys watch The Handmaid's Tale.
No one watches The Handmaid's Tale. Actually, someone in here probably does. I don't.
The odds are somebody watches. Can I get a 1 or a yes if somebody watches The Handmaid's Tale?
I was just like, Natalie, why?
It's a terrible show, but I'm addicted.
Gosh.
Everybody's judging you now.
Like I feel like I'm in this audience.
She is. Exactly. They are the yin to our yang. Exactly. But yeah, so we are trying to go see though. We have our tickets for this Saturday. We are going to see A Quiet Place 2, and I'm very excited. Natalie, are you excited?
I'm super pumped.
Let's see. Oh, just subscribe to the Salty Nerd podcast.
Very nice.
Awesome. Yeah, you won't be let down.
He's fantastic. Everybody should subscribe to him.
Yes,
yeah,
great show. Hey, Dave,
and congratulate him for his newborn baby boy.
Yes.
Yay, congratulations.
Congrats.
I'm sure he's not sleeping very much right now.
Probably not.
Yeah. We know. Yeah, that's how that goes. Hello to Brandon. Brandon seen it. You got a yes. I believe David's seen it. So
okay, you all know it's a guilty pleasure once you get into it. I don't know if pleasure is the right word for that.
I watch Handmaidens, not by choice. That's pretty good.
He was forced into it.
Yes. So we are going to be seeing. We are going to be. Gosh, it always says that. We are going to be going to see A Quiet Place 2 this Saturday.
Listen, I didn't adequately say how excited I am.
Yes.
I loved the first one. It was like one of the best movies of its genre in a long time, in my opinion. And
had good messaging.
Yes, it really did.
Like it wasn't like in your face.
Yeah,
it was
subtly.
Fair,
yeah,
subtle. That's how messaging should be done.
Yes, yes. And I cannot wait to go. From the little reviews I've caught, they say it's like pretty much like if you like the first one, you're gonna like the sequel. So I am pumped.
Yes, I'm really excited to see it. Yeti and I talked about it on his stream Monday about how I was really excited to see it. So,
well, yeah, because the first was phenomenal.
Yeah, the first one is great.
It's so well written.
Yeah,
it's such a good idea.
I was telling him on his show how I was just thinking about the end of that movie. Spoilers. I was thinking about the end of that movie and what John's character,
it's hard to say his last name.
What I was thinking about.
Krasinski.
Yes.
Did I get it right?
I believe you did.
I think you did.
I was thinking about what he like that final scene, and it's like heartbreaking. Oh, it's heartbreaking.
You were getting emotional. Yeah, you were getting emotional talking about it. You could see it was like you're trying to hold back and like keep composed.
It just got me the other day when I was thinking about it. It was a good story, guys. It was such a good story.
Yeah, I won't run it in case you guys haven't seen it. But yeah, that is emotional. And even just like, and once again, I won't say what it is for those of you that maybe haven't seen it yet for whatever reason. Go watch it. But I did not, that within the first 5 minutes, let's just say, like, I did not see that coming.
I was like, oh.
Something that I'm like, oh, it's that kind of, like,
we're in a horror movie.
Whoa, the stakes are high.
Yeah, the stakes are really high.
They made a bold move.
They are. But we're so excited to see that. And as we're closing, I will just say that we want all of you guys, if you guys have seen A Quiet Place, we encourage you to go see A Quiet Place 2 this weekend because
guys, I'll be on there soon, I promise. That's funny though.
Natalie interrupted me again, but
I just can't win tonight.
But go see A Quiet Place this weekend, because this coming Monday, Memorial Weekend Monday, at 6 o'clock, we moved it up from 6:30 to 6 because I don't want to interfere with our buddy Yeti's stream. So
Brother Yeti.
At 6 o'clock, yes, we will be doing a live spoiler discussion on A Quiet Place 2. So, we understand if you've not seen it, not wanting to join it, but I hope you guys go see the movie. It looks great. And then we can all come here on Monday and discuss the movie together live in person. So,
let us come together.
Yeah. So definitely go see that. But Yeti, thank you for coming on. I always go over when Yeti's on, and then I feel bad that I went over because Yeti's on.
Oh, why would you feel bad? I'm always having a good time.
Well, that's good. That's good.
So don't worry about that. I can talk to you guys forever.
Awesome. Well, we can talk to you forever. Clearly, that's why it always goes over. Did we just become best friends?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we always we usually are right around the hour mark, and then when Yeti comes on, it always goes 15 minutes or so over.
It does.
The hour.
Oh, wait, every time.
Yeah, because we just keep talking. But yes, support your local theater.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm so excited. I'm going to my favorite theater, and I'm excited. I'm really excited about this. So,
have you recently watched the first?
I've got to do that.
Okay.
You know what, Natalie? We should do that like Thursday or something.
Sure.
Or Friday, whatever.
I don't know. Maybe we could try to set up a watch party. We could discuss that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, maybe we could set up a watch party for it. We all get together and watch it again. I don't know. We could figure that out later, but that was an idea that just hit me because I want to see it before this weekend.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Don't you? You do watch parties through your Discord, right?
Yeah, I've done one so far, and it was so much fun.
I've got to figure out Discord. I don't know it, guys. I don't, but I need to figure that out because a lot of people do stuff on Discord. So maybe soon.
I'm still trying to figure it out. So don't worry.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, everyone, Yeti, thank you for coming on again.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Thanks for inviting me again.
Yes, you'll be invited again. I mean, pretty much Yeti's been told, you can just come on whenever you want.
We have an outstanding invitation.
Yes. So thanks for coming on. And everyone in the chat, thanks for showing up, for being awesome. You guys are always awesome. And
I'll look into your eyes one more time.
Look into their eyes. We're staring into your souls. And we're telling that we appreciate you. We love you.
Staring contest. Come on, I'm gonna win.
And actually, let me say, I was just on his channel, Press Play, and we had a great chat about Jurassic Park. So
I want to come to your channel too. I want to be on there too.
Yes, so go check that out. But we will look one last time into the camera, and I will tell you guys once again, go see A Quiet Place 2 over the long weekend, and come back here Monday at 6 o'clock for a live spoiler discussion. So, yes, let's do that. But anyways, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, remember to be a force of light. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.